This Chen Fan, this mortal. More like a mortal. It made Yi Qingwu think even more. Chen Fan is an expert in public affairs. Chen Fancow's Great Britain. The wanton aroma can't help but. Mouth-watering. The sun used to be a little girl abruptly. I hope you will forgive me if I offended you so much. It doesn't matter. You'll be back to normal. Those who didn't get in the way just now haven't asked the sun's name. My name is Chen Fan. Just call me by my name. Then I'll call you Mr. Chen. If Mr. Chen doesn't mind, you can call me Xiao Wu. Said Chen Fan, tore off a piece. Handed over the wings. Yi Qingwu was shocked that this wasn't Black Eagle, one of the 4 guardians of 100 beasts, who was tested like this. How could he dare to accept the sharing of an expert? He quickly said that he had something to leave. Chen Fan got up and wanted to send Xiao Wu off. Xiao Wu backed away in fright. Trembling all over. Send off without effort. Qingwu, farewell. Just vote. I didn't dare to go back and flew away. But Chen Fan is very envious of this. Worthy of being a dancer. Fly away. Omnipotent. When can I become a dancer? And Yunjianzong has been breached by 100 Beasts sect. Overwhelming. Mrs. Yonli Tiaxin. You two ungrateful thieves, I usually treat you well. Why did you betray the sect and seek refuge in other places? What's the point of everyone following you? Sooner or later, Yunjianzong will be locked and wiped out by the 100 Beasts gate. We just made the right choice. Yi Jinhong is a hero who is true and wrong. If you surrender, I can spare your life. Reward you as an elder. I Ba want me to surrender. Don't you beastmen deserve to dream? Toast not to eat fine wine. Then I'll let you kill me at this moment. Yi Qingwu rushed back. Yang Tai, Li Tixin, you two shameless traitors, today I will clean up the house. The two of you have no idea of the seriousness of the matter. Looking at Yi Qingwu is like watching a clown. Ah, I was worried that you, a beauty, would run away. I didn't expect to come back to die. Xiao Wu, what are you doing back here? Move. Father handed them to me. Stop talking nonsense. Xinhao is at the peak of 05. I'll stop them. You run. Want to run and dream, kill Yi Jinhong for me. Yi Qingwu wants to be caught alive. Yi Qingwu jumped over his father and rushed up. The two traitors suddenly turned pale with fright. How can it be? You broke through to the peak of 05, 2 traitors were instantly killed. Xinhao was also frightened into a cold sweat. You were only 5 and 7. How could it be possible to break through the 3 realms in one day? Yi Jinhong couldn't believe what she saw. Xinhao, it's your turn now. He was so frightened that he took his younger brother and ran for his life. We won. We guard the east gate. Xiao Wu, what the hell is going on? Knowing the ins and outs, Yi Jinhong decided to visit Chen Fan, an expert, with her daughter. He is a mortal who cannot cultivate. But just about anything in his house makes Wu Zhuan cringe to the bone. Even an ordinary toothpick has reached the top level of mystery. Just at noon that night, I brought my father to the door to thank him. Just came to the door. Yi Jinhong was shocked. This ordinary small bridge is covered with deep roads. The transpiration of spiritual energy in the flowing water is no less than that of the sect's first-level spiritual array. The whole courtyard is surrounded by auspicious clouds, and the fairy spirit is soaring to the sky. So it seems that the owner of the yard must be an expert. Just came to the door. Yi Jinhong was frightened and collapsed to the ground. Just because he discovered the legendary dragon-binding cane, the sky-blue sun golden house gathered here. Sun Jinwu's small eyes and a light frightened him into paralysis. Unknowingly, Chen Fan was kicking the cliff leisurely. At this time, there was a knocking sound outside the door. The moment he opened the door, Chen Fan looked straight. Isn't this the beautiful girl cultivating immortals from before? Xiao Wu directly explained that the purpose of coming here was to thank him for saving his life earlier. Chen Fan saw that Yi Jinhong was sweating profusely and his legs were limp, so he thought that Yi Jinhong was also a mortal. Maybe it was scared on the flying sword. Little did she know that Yi Jinhong was frightened by the toothpick in her mouth. This turned out to be the top mystery. The treasure of my Zhongzhenzong is only a middle-grade mystery, but it is not as good as an expert. A toothpick is so shocked that the eyes of the two of them will fall in the next second. The top-grade treasure was spit on the ground by Chen Fan. Just because Chen Fan thought it was impolite to meet customers with a toothpick in his mouth. Just when Chen Fan invited the two of them in for tea. Xiaobai came out sensible, picked up the toothpick and threw it into the trash can. Yi Jinhong was shocked when he entered the yard. This turned out to be a superb water chestnut flower. God, this pool is full of water chestnuts. Could it be that the layout of this garden is the legendary Jiaoxigai array? This remark also made Chen Fan think that Yi Jinhong also understood the way of garden architecture, so he asked the other party how his arrangement was. Thinking that I can't boast too much, or it will make the master dislike it, so I startled the jaws of the two of them. The house is beautifully built, the pavilion is beautifully built, and the place where the trees grow is just right. Hearing this comment, Chen Fan is convinced that Lao Yi is just an ordinary farmer. Before the embarrassment was solved, they invited the two of them in to drink tea, but in Chen Fan's eyes, this ordinary tea, Jinhong, was just a cup of tea, and it actually repaired her old dark wounds, and she was so shocked that her eyes almost popped out. "Mr. Chen, the tea is so good, it's so good." Xiaowu's eyes blurred after drinking a cup, as if he was hit and broke up. Yi Jinhong was shocked, and Xiaowu was going to break through the third level of the Jade Heart Sutra. At this time, every time he breaks through, his emotions and desires will explode. At this moment, Chen Fan interrupted and said, "Xiaowu, do you have a side soul on you?" The storage world took out the side soul stone. Mr. Chen only needs to point his right hand at the palm print. Chen Fan stretched out his right hand and put it on it, thinking that if he had 5 souls, he would be able to find a sect, learn from a teacher, and then he would be able to climb the world under the phoenix, but he didn't know that the effort of a cup of tea had passed. Sure didn't respond, thinking that if he had 5 souls, he would be able to find a sect to learn from a teacher, and then he would be able to ascend the world of phoenix, but he didn't know that the effort of a cup of tea had passed. The side soul stone didn't respond. The side soul stone didn't respond for so long. Is it because there are no 5 souls? Yi Qinggu directly pressed the horse and stood still. What is going on? Is this world crazy? Does the master not have 5 souls? Chen Fan sighed helplessly. Abandon me. I'm a waste. Xiaowu sacrificed himself and asked his father why Gaoran didn't have 5 souls. But Lao Yi thinks that the master used means to make the side soul stone invalid. Xiaowu was even more puzzled why the master pretended that he could not cultivate without the 5 souls. Do you know what it means to become a mortal, to experience the ups and downs of a mortal? And what is the most painful thing for mortals? In the next second, Xiaowu suddenly realized. The most painful thing for a mortal is not being able to become a dancer without 5 souls. But they don't know that Chen Fan is really just a mortal. I thought I could do whatever I wanted with the system. On reaching the pinnacle of life, he never expected that Chen Fan's heart would be full of loneliness, and he couldn't help venting his anger, saying, "Why did God, the thief, tease me like this?" At this time, Xiaowu also followed out. There may be something wrong with the side soul stone I brought. And even if you can't be a dancer, it's fine to be an ordinary person. Miss Yi, thank you. Afterwards, Yi Qingwu took out the family heirloom mid-grade profound weapon and gave it to Chen Fan to repay his life-saving grace. Chen Fan thought it was a token of love from him. Seeing this piece of jade carving is horrible. I didn't think it was valuable, so I took it away. Seeing Chen Fan accepting the jade pendant, both of them felt relieved. "Mr. Chen, it's getting late, we'll take our leave first, then I'll see you off," and Yi Jinhong was thinking about Chen Fan's toothpick, so she said she would help Chen Fan throw out the trash. Chen Fan naively thought that this old farmer must have endured a lot of hardships for Xiaowu's cultivation because of his kindness. Chen Fan agreed without thinking too much, and also gave the two of them the leftover Black Hawk jerky. The two said goodbye happily to the Black Eagle meat, holding the garbage as if they had found a treasure. And Qin Hao, who was retreating from the 100 Beasts Gate, poured out the strange stone that Yi Qingwu had upgraded to 3 levels in a row. After analysis, it was agreed that they had obtained Taoist Huoyun's treasure. With such a chance, they naturally wanted a share of the action, so they planned to spread the news and let the monks eat dogs like dogs. They came with the trick of praying mantis, catching cicada and oriole, and Yi Qingwu and the two of them brought Chen Fan's garbage bag home, and they couldn't wait to open it carefully. The moment I opened it, a strong energy gushed out, and I found out that even this garbage bag is a mystery. If you push this toothpick with all your strength, you may be able to break through a mountain easily, and then take out the Black Eagle meat presented by Chen Fan to taste the rich aura and delicious taste that come with the Black Eagle meat, which directly makes Yi Jinhong cry. I don't even care about the manners, just gobble it up. In just an instant, the Black Eagle meat was finished, and in the next second, Yi Jinhong's whole body's aura surged, and he broke through to the soul dance realm in one fell swoop. You must know that he has been trapped at the peak of 05 for more than 30 years. With his aptitude, there is no hope of breaking through in this life, and now Chen Fan alone is the only one. The gift of a meal of leftover meat actually broke through, and I immediately worshipped Linguate with gratitude. He slapped himself a few times, and Chen Fan said goodbye to Xiao He and Xiao Bai and planned to go out alone to find a big school.
Damn.